versus Javar Tyrone Grayson, case number SP 146436761, SP 146409991, SP 1463900, counts 1, 2, and 3. State your name for the record.
Grayson
Bay. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
State your name for the record.
Grayson Bay.
All right. This is today is the date and time set for a jury trial. Ms. Schneider, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Alexis Schneider for the people, P80322. For the record, the issuing officer, Officer Ambrose, was present, although I released him.
Mr. Grayson Bay, we didn't conclude some of the. First of all, I want to get the record straight from yesterday. I did mention, and you did cite, where's Mr. Grayson Bay's file? Yes, but I brought it back downstairs. Yes. I wanted to clear up something I said on the record as far as the case that you cited out of Alabama. That I was incorrect as far as the facts.
Today we're diving straight into the conclusion of the Grayson Bay versus Judge Perkins saga. The jury trial everyone expected never happened, and instead we jump right into the aftermath, where Grayson stands before a judge who's already fed up with sovereign nonsense. This is where the final showdown begins, and trust me, it gets intense.
That was not the case where they were walking down the street and did not obtain the license to assemble. That was a case where he had another reverend organized a sit-in and at a restaurant, and they were ticketed. And the unfortunate part about it is, and that's just how our society is, and it was, and still is for the most part, is that this case had to go all the way to the United States Supreme Court for him to get justice on this case. But again, you're citing cases, sir, that you're not even reading.
The judge opens the record with precision, calling out every case number and confirming appearances. But before anything moves forward, he checks himself, admitting he misinterpreted a case Grayson cited earlier. It's a rare moment where a judge models accountability, setting the tone for what's coming, a controlled dismantling of misguided legal theory.
That's something a lawyer would be can be brought up to the grievance commission on and potentially lose their license. All the cases in there, all the cases that you have cited are saying exactly the opposite of what you have. You looked at any of them?
Yes, sir.
And you read them? When did you do that last night?
I've been studying more science. My religion is more science. As you can see, if it looks like a duck, it acts like a duck, it tells you it's a duck, it's pretty much a duck. So I'm more science. So I've been studying for over 10 years.
Here, the judge breaks down the civil rights case Grayson tried to weaponize, exposing how badly the facts were twisted. He explains the real story, the real injustice, and the real legal precedent, all of which contradict everything Grayson claimed. Every sentence undercuts the sovereign script, and you can feel the courtroom tighten as the judge makes it clear the law isn't on his side.
And,
but you haven't been studying.
No disrespect to you, Your Honor. I just want to remain mute to the fact and acknowledge that my mother is here, the matriarch of my family, and so I just want to remain mute to this case in this matter. And the floor is yours. This is your courtroom. No disrespect. My mother is here.
No. Ma'am, can you stand up and state your name, please? Grayson Hall. Good morning, Ms. Grayson Hall. And it's nothing about you can see it. I just wanted you to acknowledge. I do acknowledge the fact, and I appreciate the fact that you have support here. The court always recognizes that. That's why I asked you to stand up. But you want to remain mute now, but you didn't remain mute when you filed this these pleadings. This is how you speak to the court, exactly the way you did. Now, maybe the form is not exactly the way the court kind of, or the rules have.
Grayson leans into Moorish science, claiming a decade of study, but the judge isn't buying any of it. He points out that even lawyers could face discipline for this kind of misrepresentation. Then he flips Grayson's own duck analogy back on him, showing that no matter what label he chooses, his behavior reflects classic sovereign citizen ideology, and the court has seen it all before.
But I understand you're in pro per and you might not know all of those rules. But when you start filing these documentations, you're speaking to the court and you're representing that this is the current state of the law as this is the current state of the law, and this stuff applies to your case, and I should be reading this stuff and be able to interpret what you're saying about your case through. And when I read these cases, it says exactly the ones that I've read, and I've seen these cases filed before, it says exactly the opposite of what you're trying to say. Because what I understand you're trying to say is that you're trying to say that you don't need a valid driver's license to drive on the roads, you don't need proper registration on your vehicle, and you don't need proper insurance. And you're even going as far as saying that the police officers, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the police officers do not even have the authority to pull you over. Is that correct?
Again, Your Honor, I remain mute to the situation. I reply, my mother is here. No due respect to the court. My matriarch is here. And I gave you pretty much documents to read. And I'm standing on those documents, and I'm going to remain mute. Thank you.
All right, so I've already.
Grayson suddenly wants to remain mute, trying to shield himself behind his mother's presence. But the judge shuts that down fast, explaining that the filings Grayson submitted are already his voice to the court. He reminds him that once you submit documents filled with legal claims, you've already spoken, and the law you cite has to actually support your position, not undermine it.
I've already found you guilty of the count of refusing to exhibit a driver's license, SP 1464091. I'm going to fine you on that case $240. I've already found you responsible on SP 1463901, expired plate. I'm going to fine you $145. And I've already found you responsible on SP 1463903, insurance no proof, and I say guilty on SP 1464091. And that's $240 for the insurance no proof. I'm going to fine you $195 on that. All right. As far as the other counts, I had in the note. Well, you told me off the record that you're going to dismiss SP 146436761 and SP.
This section exposes the full depth of Grayson's theory that he doesn't need a license, doesn't need registration, doesn't need insurance, and believes officers have no authority to stop him. The judge outlines every point with perfect clarity, showing exactly how each idea collapses under real law. At this moment, Grayson's silence isn't strategy, it's surrender to an argument he can't win.
146390002, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So 145, 195, and $240, sir. When can you pay?
I would probably need after the holidays, maybe 3 months. I might get something up for you.
Are you working?
I do carpentry.
Yeah, you do carpentry. Are you working?
Yes. Yeah, I have jobs lined up.
Okay, so why do we need so much time?
They lined up. They're not completed. They're just future jobs that I have lined up.
So presently, you're not working.
Today, I'm not in court.
You got this play on words.
Yeah, I mean, traveling and
Is
driving.
this
Yeah, there be the system. Play on word. I mean, it's the truth, though. I mean, I got to speak the truth to you, right? You respect the truth?
Now, if you,
Okay, I'm not working today. I'm not working.
No, I'm asking you, why is it taking 3 months to get up I don't typically give out 3 months to pay fines, especially when somebody's working, and especially in a career that's a skilled trade, that's a very lucrative career. So
The judge moves into sentencing, listing each fine tied to each offense, while confirming which charges the prosecutor dropped. Then comes the question of payment, and Grayson reaches for a long delay. The judge presses for clarity, and the cracks start to show. It becomes clear that his confidence disappears as soon as real-world consequences hit the table.
I'm trying to give you the time you need, but I need to make a good basis for that.
3 months.
Because you're not giving me a good basis for giving you 3 months, and you're telling me you're a carpenter, and you're telling me you're working. Now, if you're telling me you're a carpenter and I'm not working currently, then that's something that I can go with. But you're telling me I'm just not working today.
Right.
I'm gonna go to work tomorrow.
Well,
I'm going to work tomorrow, and I'm going to work the next day.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving you 3 months.
Very
for that.
optimistic. That's why I say, well, as this present, not, but yeah, tomorrow. I'm very optimistic about work. So yeah, yeah.
So you're not working.
Today I'm not working. Tomorrow I have grass work tomorrow to do. There are schedules to do, and I do have a future as a job to have things to be done. But as you saying, as I'm working, I'm telling you the truth, not as now. No, if that clears, if that makes you feel comfortable, no, I'm not working.
I'm trying to ascertain.
No, I'm not working.
On,
I'm not working at this present moment. I'm not working.
And when you say you're working, you have some aspirations of
Yes.
working, like everybody does. We're
Yes.
looking for, well, not everybody, because not everybody is trying to work.
Right, exactly.
So
Yes.
you're not working now,
Right.
correct?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let me ask you this, ma'am. Is this the kind of, I don't know, I want to make sure that you don't need any mental health. I mean, you're giving me these play on words. You're giving me all of this
Speak the
stuff.
truth, Your Honor.
I don't
Speak the truth.
I don't feel you're speaking the truth to me.
I'm not working.
Grayson tries to dance around the employment question, claiming he has future work lined up but admitting he's not working today. The judge drills deeper, exposing every inconsistency and forcing him to admit he's not currently employed. It's a slow unraveling, revealing that even his excuses follow the same vague, evasive patterns he used in his legal arguments.
Today, at this present moment, I'm not working.
And you're not working, you don't have anything set for tomorrow,
No, I don't.
right?
Nope, I don't. I don't.
Do you
I'm not
have
even
anything
working.
set for next
No.
week?
No, I'm just anticipating things. You're right, I don't.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm just gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna give you till March the 5th. You can either Zoom in or come in. I'm gonna give you till March the 5th to have the stuff paid off, all right?
After listening to more verbal gymnastics, the judge directly questions Grayson's mental steadiness, pointing out how nonsensical his explanations sound. Under pressure, Grayson finally concedes he has no work today, none tomorrow, and none next week. The courtroom watches his self-assured persona collapse into simple truth. He was bluffing the entire time, and the judge saw straight through it. With the excuses exhausted, the judge sets a firm deadline for payment. Then Grayson makes the fatal mistake, asking for the total amount. That one question confirms he accepts the court's authority and the very system he spent the case denying. It's the perfect ironic ending to his sovereign stance. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.